years, and then raised him to life, and asked him, "How long did you remain in this state?" He replied, "I remained so for a day, or a part of a day." Allah rejoined, "No, you have rather stayed thus for 100 years. But look at your food and your drink. There's no deterioration in them. And look at your ass, how its entire skeleton has rotted. And we did all this so that we might make you a token of instruction for people. And see how we'll put the bones of the ass together and will clothe them with flesh." Thus, when the reality became clear to him, he said, "I know that Allah has power over everything." And recall when Abraham said, "My Lord, show me how you give life to the dead." Allah said, "Why? Do you have no faith?" Abraham replied, "Yes, but in order that my heart be at rest." He said, "Then take 4 birds and tame them to yourself. Then put a part of them on every hill and summon them. They will come to you flying. Know well that Allah is almighty, all-wise." The example of those who spend their wealth in the way of Allah is like that of a grain of corn that sprouts 7 ears, and in every ear there are 100 grains. Thus Allah multiplies the action of whomsoever He wills. Allah is munificent, all-knowing. Those who spend their wealth in the way of Allah and do not follow up their spending by stressing their benevolence and causing hurt will find their reward secure with their Lord. They have no cause for fear and grief. To speak a kind word and to forgive people's faults is better than charity followed by hurt. Allah is all-sufficient, all-forbearing. Believers, do not nullify your acts of charity by stressing your benevolence and causing hurt, as does he who spends his wealth only to be seen by people and does not believe in Allah and the last day. The example of his spending is that of a rock with a thin coating of earth upon it. When a heavy rain smites it, the earth is washed away, leaving the rock bare. Such people derive no gain from their acts of charity. Allah does not set the deniers of the truth on the right way. The example of those who spend their wealth single-mindedly to please Allah is that of a garden on a high ground. If a heavy rain smites it, it brings forth its fruits twofold. And if there's no heavy rain, even a light shower suffices it. Allah sees all that you do. Would any of you desire that he should have a garden of palms and vines with rivers flowing beneath it, a garden in which he has every manner of fruit, and that it should then be struck by a fiery whirlwind and be utterly burned down at a time when old age has overtaken him and his offspring are still too small to look after their affairs? Thus does Allah make his teachings clear to you, that you may reflect. Believers, spend in the way of Allah out of the good things you have earned and out of what we have produced for you from the earth. And choose not for your spending the bad things, such as you yourselves would not accept, or accept only by overlooking its defects. Know well that Allah is all munificent, most praiseworthy. Satan frightens you with poverty and bids you to commit indecency, whereas Allah promises you his forgiveness and bounty. Allah is munificent, all-knowing. He grants wisdom to those whom he wills, and whoever is granted wisdom has indeed been granted much good. Yet none except people of understanding take heed.